Hi, Sag. This is going to be your reading for the 16th through the 20th of August. It is good for Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus sign of Sagittarius in tropical astrology. As always, please keep in mind this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading meant for just one person, so it will not resonate with everyone that watches. There are 8 billion people on the planet. Surely I cannot make one message resonate for everyone, but I hope to reach as many of you as possible. Take the message if you feel it applies. If it doesn't, leave it behind. It was meant for someone else. Check out my other channel, Soma Chandra Tarot. I have a message up over there for you for the end of August as well. You could find that message helpful. And for all 12 zodiac signs on that channel, if you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Libra. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. I just read for Libra and Sagittarius here. As those of you know, if you are not new, welcome back. If you're new, get into the gang. Right now it's Soma Chandra Sagittarius. I did mean for this to be a love reading. And for a lot of you it is, but for others of you, I get the strong sense that this is career or careers involved. The last reading I did for you, I got a lot of pentacles and I felt like life path, career, and relationship were strongly colliding. Yes, I used a lot of oracle decks because brace yourself, Sagittarius. I feel like the 16th through the 20th might be a little bit of an agonizing waiting game for you guys. And I use the oracle cards to give you a lot of support and advice. I started with the Soma Chandra oracle deck, which is currently being printed. I'll let you know when it's for sale. What came out is I have a choice to make and I see potential. But then I'm letting you go was peeking out of the deck. But at the bottom of the deck is I can't live without you. I have new relationship down here. You're a good friend. Okay, someone might be starting something new with a friend. You may have a new friend coming in or someone you're connecting to does. So clearly you have a choice to make. And you see a lot of potential in a situation or a person or maybe just all around you. You're thinking about letting something go, but at the same time, you think you cannot live without it or that person. They wanted me to use the life coaching oracle deck for you. Wishful thinking, you're learning how to manifest the life you desire, but then parting ways came out. It may be time to move on from this person or situation. The problem is fear. That's the challenge, fear. Your fears are keeping you from moving forward into the life you desire. Unwavering faith is at the bottom of the deck. You are being asked to have faith in the unseen. All right, look, Spirit, human beings are not good at that. I can see that you're waiting for something. The tarot, I was like, well, shit. This does look, you're asked to have faith. For some of you, I feel like for a lot of you, if this is about relationship, you do want to manifest the life you desire with someone, but you're going to have to part ways with something else in order to make that happen. Or even if it's career, some of you are thinking about leaving a job or a field that you work in, but you're terrified to do that. But if you do that, you might actually manifest a life that you desire, that you've been doing a lot of wishful thinking. For others of you, it's, very much about a relationship. Should I stay or should I go? I'm letting you go. I can't live without you. Yeah. But what the Moonology deck had to say was be bold and make the first move. Prosperity does lie ahead. The answers you need are coming. I also have a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay. Full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is eventually forecast and there is an answer that you're waiting for is coming. I feel like this is strong advice. Like, look, prosperity will lie ahead for you, but some of you have to be bold and make a move. You may have to step outside of a comfort zone. You may have to do something in a relationship that you maybe didn't want to do before, or you weren't sure you could do in some way. Surrender defensiveness at this time. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate is in a more empowered way. Stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. So communication might be difficult at this time. Make sure you're listening to yourself and other people in a relationship and in a situation. Yeah, stay centered and listen first. Also surrender frustration. Frustration does not open any doors. It's true. Frustration won't do shit. Although it can be a motivator for change if you get frustrated enough, the key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, 2 cards saying center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. Okay, so something's going to become stressful here. I also see surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you're cared for always, whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or you fear aging or death. Repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. Change has to happen. Someone's going to have to approach something differently here. It's going to take faith, and someone's going to have to be bold. I see that you're having a hard time stepping out of your comfort zone, Sagittarius, because you're the Knight of Pentacles over here. I do have a little bit more advice from the Wisdom of the Shaman Oracle deck, the Coyote and the Standstill. I will wait to read these to you at the end of it. I encourage you to listen. When I read what this card is actually about, I feel strong psychic downloads. It gives me a lot of energy. I love this deck. But the overall reason for the reading is the Page of Swords. The way you're feeling, I'm focusing on you, and I'll do an extended about a person around you. But I've decided to put focus more on you guys and not what's coming towards you. If you want to see more about what's coming towards you, you can follow the link to the extended if you feel like you need it. But the overall reason for the reading is the Page of Swords. You're kind of standing here waiting for something. The way you're feeling is the Two of Cups. You're looking at yourself in the mirror. You want to be connected to someone. For some of you, this is like a job interview or wanting to have a good conversation with someone, possibly about details, a lacking mindset, money. The way you see yourself is the Chariot. Well, you believe you can overcome obstacles and challenges. Some of you want to travel, move, relocate. But what you need to know is the Nine of Swords. There's the fear and the frustration. And the final outcome is the Seven of Cups. And it's like, so confusing. So many paths in front of you. At the bottom of my 3 decks, I have the Hangman, the Five of Cups, and the Six of Swords. This is like a waiting game. Letting go, pausing, surrendering. There's not a lot of action here. You're in calm waters. And there's disappointment. So I kind of get the feeling that you don't want to be in calm waters. I was almost surprised that the Page of Swords didn't come out, like somebody chomping at the bit, but I think that's the problem. I think someone in this situation needs to realize if they want to do anything other than wring their hands and stay in a place of stasis, they are actually going to have to move forward. But this might all be happening for a reason. So clarifying the Page of Swords, I have the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Swords. For some of you, I feel like you're definitely waiting to get information. You're very curious. You want to know what's going on. You're waiting to hear from someone. A little defensive, a little on guard, but anxious to know more. I feel like you're standing here trying to look good. You think you're a good catch. You like where you live. But at the same time, like money's doing good. Some of you are also looking at like the Chariot is here. The Chariot's here twice. So, and something in your environment is the Three of Wands. So either an opportunity or a person is at a distance from you. You might not be sure you can afford to live there with the Nine of Pentacles, because look how you could be looking at another person saying, wow. I feel like some of you are like, wow, everyone else around me is doing really good. I'm all trapped in my head and just not a lot is happening here. Or some of you are really wound up about your self-sufficiency, money. Am I putting my best foot forward? I'm waiting to be talked to here. Something like that. The way you're feeling is the Two of Cups. Clarifying the Two of Cups is the Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like for a relationship, you're talking to this person, you care about this person, you're looking at the details here day and night, not coming up short and empty-handed, feeling left out in the cold, and it's like a never-ending cycle, waiting for change, waiting for the Wheel of Fortune to turn in your favor. Luck might not have been on your side, otherwise you wouldn't feel left out in the cold. This might be like a job interview with the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, or talking about work and money, and it's like the Five of Pentacles is like the break-even card. You feel like you're not really getting what you need, but the Nine of Pentacles is here. Some of you definitely need to shift your money mindset. Like, what's important to you? Why? What can you live with? What can you live without? Are you willing to work a second job? Because sometimes he works at night or night shift. You might have a job interview that you don't necessarily like the shift. I keep noticing that he's working by candlelight and working at night. It doesn't really pay you what you want, but it's like, oh, if I want change and expansion, maybe I have to do this. Or talking about just not getting what you need despite effort. I feel like someone's looking at their bills, looking at bank statements like, oh, this isn't good. Someone may come and talk to you about helping. They may want your help with this. Can you help me improve my finances? Someone may approach you for a job like that to do that. I just heard that just now. But the way you see yourself is the Chariot. Clarifying the Chariot is the Emperor, Temperance, there you are, and the Ace of Cups. Well, I think you have high expectations of yourself. I think that you definitely want to move forward. Some of you are dealing with an Aries, another Sag, a Cancer here with the Chariot. Some of you want to hook up with a Cancer, someone with Cancer in their chart. But I think you see yourself as really wanting to overcome obstacles and challenges, really take charge of your life as the Emperor. You want to be divinely guided and move towards this cup of love, new love. Some of you want to move and relocate. There's someone that you want to be with. You might not be able to afford it. You're looking at it and you're like, I could never afford to live there, but I love him or I love her. That's like divine guidance towards this Emperor. When I get the Emperor and Temperance, someone's being maybe strong and stoic and not opening up emotionally, but I also feel like that could be like a divinely chosen partner. You want to move towards that, but what you need to know or your advice is the Nine of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Chariot, and the Nine of Wands. It's like you have this stability where you are. There's stress here about maybe where you live, forward motion, and just being able to hang in there. I feel like you try to leave and the gate closes on you. It's like you can't get out. See how it's blocked? Like you're waiting for this forward motion. You just have to hang in there and move forward. Also, I hear someone's battery or alternator might die this week and they can't get out of the garage. Stressed out, tired. Someone has a lot of fear and anxiety. Address the fear and anxiety. If this is a person around you, you need to know that they have a lot of stability where they are, but they're not happy. They do know that they need to have a plan towards like forward motion. They want to move forward, but the Chariot only comes when we have to overcome an obstacle and a challenge and move towards victory. This person or someone around you or you yourself don't seem too happy about that. This is not causing excitement. It's causing like a breakdown or a meltdown here. Wanting to move forward to something new where there will be stability. That's either scary and someone has to overcome their fear, or they're stuck and they just have to wait. You just have to wait. And the final outcome is the Seven of Cups, confusion. Like, what the hell is happening? Some of you are looking for something new and you're just overwhelmed. You're waiting. You feel like you're a good catch. Nothing is happening. Some of you, I just heard the song by Colin Ray, Waiting for My Life to Begin. Look up that song. You guys will love that song. It's a beautiful song, but it's kind of sad. It's like waiting for something to happen here and maybe overwhelmed by all the choices in front of you. Like, which one's the right one for me? Clarifying this is Justice, the Hermit, and the Ten of Swords. This is going to cause like crisis. Someone will really search their soul and think about the truth and being honest, consequences of the choices they've made. It's going to be kind of crisis. I don't feel like this is necessarily a painful ending. Someone's thinking about it. If an ending has taken place recently with the Ten of Swords, or a health issue even with the Hermit and the Ten of Swords, an older person maybe having a health crisis or even a painful ending, it's like, what is this going to yield? Will it be fair? But someone does have a major choice to make, and they have to be honest with themselves, and they have to search their soul, and it's getting to the point where it's causing crisis. You've thought about it, or the person around you is thinking about it, and I'm like, ay, ay, ay. So your cards further out, just to show me how you're really feeling here, Sagittarius, what you're doing. This is the situation. It could be bleeding back and forth between two people. We have Judgment. Well, you're hearing the inner calling, and this just came out for you the other day when I read for you on Soma Chandra Tarot. You are having a wake-up call about something. You want some kind of a rebirth. The Two of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Page of Swords, clearly you're waiting for a communication of some kind. Clearly you're waiting for a click to happen between you and another person or a situation. Look at him, he's listening. I'm listening, I'm waiting, watching, waiting, wait. I think you're waiting for this. And I was like, okay, well, what's the Page of Swords? The Ace of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. You are praying for this breakthrough. Dear God, let me make the right choice. But I think you can't move. You cannot move with the Knight of Pentacles here. And look how he's looking at the Five of Cups. Almost like he's saying, is praying really going to make this happen? There's this disappointment and being stuck. Someone, I feel like if this is a relationship, someone wants something to happen, but someone might be holding themselves back because fear is the problem. And this whole idea of who can't live without somebody else? Someone needs to let go of something and part ways with something. Maybe one of you guys did and it just sucks. And you may feel like this is the right thing to do and I'm really sorry. You might break up with someone this week, or you're waiting for someone to break up with you, or you're waiting for good news to come in that will bring you clarity. Because the Ace of Swords, even if it hurts, at least it's the truth, right? So a person around you, I'm going to interpret it this way first, because I heard this at first. This is like where you work and where you are now, and you really want change and forward motion. You want to do something different because there's wishful thinking here, and you know you have to make the first move, and you know you have to make a choice. Three of Swords, the Hierophant, the Hermit, the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you, this is where you live and work now. You're not very happy here. Although the Hierophant, it's maybe a big company, school or something like that, university, and you just search your soul and you bury your nose in work. I clarified it a little further. Eight of Cups, you just kind of walk away and leave it be. But then the Three of Pentacles, then you turn around and go, wait, but maybe, what if? The Three of Wands. What will my ships bring in? What dreams may come? Could I make this change? Or this is a person around you. They're hurt. I think they feel like they have to play by the rules with the Hierophant. They could be a Taurus. They could be married. They could be stuck with family. They could be in university right now. They could just be stuck in the system. They're searching their soul about it. I think this person's not very happy. They're the Eight of Pentacles. They like bury their nose in their daily routine. They kind of are emotionally avoidant. They say they're walking away, but then they turn right back around and go, wait, but Sagittarius, what's going on with Sag? They're watching from afar. And there's just nothing happening here with the Six of Swords. It's super disappointing. There could be a homecoming of some kind. And the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like some of you feel like other people around you are doing really well, but you're not. And you just bury your head in work. Or maybe you work all the time. You don't have time for love, and that sucks. Some of you have been waiting to hear from someone for a very long time. But the Coyote is your biggest piece of advice, and the Standstill. I love when the Coyote comes out. The Coyote calls to you. This is a time to pay special attention to detours and disappointment, as they are true tests of faith. Your faith is being tested right now. You have set intentions and turned them over to Great Spirit, yet you may find yourself lost and confused when it appears as if you're being led off course, off the path leading you to your most cherished dreams and desires. Remember this. Coyote is the sacred trickster and may be leading you into challenges to ensure that you're actually ready to handle what you've set in motion. Great growth and understanding come to you when Coyote calls your name. So if things aren't moving at the pace you want them to, Sagittarius, in a situation or a relationship, if you feel like you had this dream and now you can't make it happen, the secret invitation of Coyote is she's kind of saying to you, actually, I'm dragging this shit out and challenging you because I just want to see if when you finally get to where you want to go, you can legit all the way handle it. Prove it to me. Let your faith is being tested, and things are at a standstill right now. Yeah, stagnant. When things seem to stall or stagnate, or when you feel stuck, this symbol appears as a reminder that constant action isn't going to get you where you want to go. Perhaps it's time to gather more information. Well, you are the Page of Swords. Or just wait until the universe makes its next move. No matter what, this moment is a beautiful gift orchestrated in your favor. I don't think it feels like it's being orchestrated in your favor, but it's just, you just have to wait for the universe to make their next move, okay? It is a gift for whatever reason, and they want you to try to enjoy it. Let the universe bring all the parts together for the highest good. Go and play, recharge, and take the focus off of whatever has stalled in your life. Life will get busy again sooner than you think. So I feel like there's some things in the environment with the Wheel of Fortune here that are out of your control, and other things, other parts, other people, money, other situations are affecting your relationship or what you want to do. And you just have to wait for all those other pieces to get on the table so you can put the puzzle together. You're meant to be taking your focus off of whatever is disappointing the hell out of you. This seems so frustrating. I am not a Sagittarius, but I know you guys are ruled by Jupiter, and I'm like, this has got to be making them nuts because all you guys want is expansion. You're not thrilled with standstills. You guys usually handle divine detours pretty good. Like, all right, let's just throw away the map. No problem. I'm a wanderer. I'm an explorer. I can deal with a divine detour. Right up until you're just waiting and praying. So the next couple of days are going to be tough. It's a test of faith. It's like, are you going to stick with it or are you going to abandon it? Also, some of you need to think outside of the box. There is something that you do need to, the universe might be waiting for you to take your next step and you're just not. And that's when the ball will get rolling again. So if there's a step that you are supposed to be taking in a relationship or a situation and you're not, I kind of get the feeling that the universe isn't going to make its next move until you do. There's something. Think. They just told me to tell you, think. There's a missing piece. And the frustration is going to be an issue. Or if someone can't move towards you, it's they're afraid. And they may see you as a divinely chosen partner. They look like they want to walk away, but they can't bring themselves to. Yeah, so I'm going to do an extended and see what the energy around you looks like. If you feel like you need the extended, the link to that will be at the top of the description below. I hope this resonated and I hope it helped. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sag. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.